I may just ring the bells all damn day. I don't even know if I can talk about what just happened in Happy Valley. My God Almighty. Cooper, with an unbelievable bit of footwork at the end line, somehow gets his toe down, followed by his heel, and it's a touchdown instead of an incompletion. And the defense holds, and the undefeated season continues. The Hoosiers 10-0 for the second straight season. That sounds psychotic. I can't believe that just came out of my mouth. Indiana gets the win, 27-24. A late game touchdown drive that began with a sack, for God's sake, and then it was ding, 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 touchdown, and awesome. I feel horrible for Penn State. Even I have enough empathy to feel horrible for Penn State and what they just went through. With all that this season is held for that team, today in the second half, they kind of found their character, and they found that soul that took them to that number 2 slot. Not even 2 months ago, they were the number 2 team in the nation, and all of a sudden Mendoza was like, you know what, that interception, I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to go play football and figure this thing out and get the ball in the end zone, and off we go. How about Charlie Becker today? Charlie Becker was astoundingly good today. Signetti never, you know what, Signetti looked the same on the sidelines, down by 4 with under 2 minutes left, as he did, up by 50 against Illinois. Just a tremendous win by Indiana, keeping this undefeated season alive and making it fun to watch Indiana next weekend at Memorial Stadium, and then 13 days after that at Ross-Ade Stadium in the Redout. This was a phenomenal win by Indiana under adverse circumstances to the nth degree. You knew this team had all kinds of talent. Penn State did. They just haven't found their collective will, and they didn't until this game was almost lost. It was 20-7, and it looked like Indiana was going to run away with it. They did not, but they get the late touchdown. They scored in every quarter. Not that makes a hell of a lot of difference. Mendoza today, 19 of 30 for 218, a touchdown and an interception. Grunkemeyer, 22 of 31 for 219, a touchdown and an interception. There isn't a hair's bit of difference between those two quarterbacks today. I thought Grunkemeyer played well. Singleton, 10 carries for 71 yards. Katron Allen, 19 carries for 48 yards. The key to this thing was stopping Katron Allen, and Indiana was able to do that. But the real key to this game, the turnovers. If Mendoza doesn't turn it over late, Penn State, they don't get the lead. And if Indiana doesn't get that pick and that fumble recovery in the first half, they don't take a lead. That turnovers are everything in the game of football, as are dead ball fouls. Like, you can't have dead ball fouls. Pre-snap fouls, absolutely terrible. And Indiana had some today. Indiana did not play its best game. This game was a lot like that Iowa game that Indiana won by 5. And somehow, some way, found a way to win. This thing was kind of that same deal. It is really, really a credit to Curt Cignetti that this team can win games like that, because his behavior is utterly consistent. He is disciplined as hell in the way he leads this football team. And so when it's bleak, you come over, you talk to him, and he's like, okay, boys, here's what we're going to do. Just like he does when you're up 30, and he does the exact same thing. Phenomenal job of leadership by Curt Cignetti. The Poison Mendoza final drive was absolutely stunning. You're right, Chris Harder. By the way, this is a glorious victory post-game inside Indiana Sports Now. And for, what's today? Today, it would have been my grandmother's birthday, my dad's mom's birthday. So happy birthday to Bomb Bomb, which is what we called her. And she's celebrating up there to the extent that she knows that Indiana football exists. I don't know that she ever did. But it is November 8th, 2025, a day which will live forever in the minds and hearts of Indiana football fans as we celebrate yet another victory. Curt Cignetti, now in his second year, he's won 21 games. He is 21-2 in his first 2 seasons. Roman Hemby, 12 carries, 55 yards. Kalon Black, 12 carries, 32 yards. Fernando Mendoza, a couple of good first down runs, 6 carries, 20 yards. Charlie Becker with, I don't know whether that's right. They got him with, there it is, 7 catches, 118 yards. Omar Cooper Jr., 6 catches, 32 yards. None, maybe in the history of Indiana football, as important as that touchdown catch late in the game, 48 seconds left or whatever. I thought Elijah Hardy played really, really well. Obviously, he did. He had a sack. He had 12 total tackles. Aiden Fisher was awesome today with a pick and a fumble recovery, 9 tackles. Louis Moore with 5 tackles. Indiana lives to fight another day after a game, should's got nothing to do with it, and deserves got nothing to do with it. Clint Eastwood said that. His character, William Money, said that in Unforgiven. Deserves, I don't deserve to die like this. Deserves got nothing to do with it. Deserve had nothing to do with it today. Indiana got the win. Penn State got the loss. Eat it. I don't care. Doesn't make a damn difference to me. Penn State's had enough good luck for a long time under some pretty unscrupulous circumstances over the years. Indiana got this thing done. They got Wisconsin next weekend at Memorial Stadium. Fill that place. It's sold out. How would it not be full? Go get 11-0 and then go to Purdue, get that 12-0, and I'll meet you downtown Indianapolis for the Big Ten championship game. An absolutely stunningly good, fun football game, wasn't it? I was not feeling positive about this game. I got to tell you the truth. When Penn State took the lead, I wrote, for YouTube videos, you've got to have sort of your show title. I had Indiana losing the game. And then I thought, why be dour about it? Why not watch this last drive and be hopeful? Can we? And so we did, and we all did it together, and Indiana gets the win. Toby Northern says, that's what I was curious about. Would they have fallen out of the CFP bracket? They wouldn't have fallen out of the bracket, but it would have made that Big Ten championship game really, really critical. I'm not sure you would have had to win it, but you would have had to be damn close to winning it. Thomas Dildine says that might be the catch of the year in all of football. It is. That's a great catch, great feat. Omar Cooper getting it done. Great throw by Mendoza. Let's hope that's how tomorrow morning goes for the Colts. That would be, let's have a little less drama tomorrow morning. Can we do that? 31-13, somebody predicted earlier today in the members-only chat. I'm going with that. Great win, Indiana rules. If IU had lost, how would that affect their ranking? Bunch of one-loss teams in the SEC and top 10, and one-loss teams in the Big Ten. So it's not, if they had lost this game, it wouldn't even be certain that they would play in the Big Ten championship game at Lucas Oil Stadium, which I had, thought, well, that's a fait accompli, right? Now, 2 of the one loss, well, Iowa's got 2 losses, right? And then you've got Oregon with 1 loss. Anyway, said all week that Penn State still has players. This is going to be a tough game regardless. And it was. It was a tough game. We got, and this is unusual for Indiana fans, but we got a little bit arrogant, didn't we? Thought that this was going to be a walkover, 14.5 points. Pish. I got your 14.5 points hanging. Kidding me? So it's almost midnight in Amman, Jordan. What a game. Go Hoosiers. That's awesome. Watch it from Jordan. That's excellent. Harry Carey. Holy cow. The Hoosiers. They get it done late. Kurt Signanetti. What a game he called. We'll just call him Kurt. Signetti backwards is just. Omar Cooper, I used to call games that Cecil Cooper played. I wonder if they're related somehow. Go Hoosiers! Holy cow. There you go. Toby, I'm positive today. I said Indiana should be ranked number 1 without debate. Well, there's a debate now, I believe. Oh, my God, my belly hurts. Unbelievable catch and comeback. I honestly thought with the injuries on the O-line, they were dead to rights. Overslept thinking I didn't need to watch and almost had a heart attack. We were down in the fourth. Oh, man. Absolutely. Just unbelievable. Really, really good game. Really fun game. Indiana gets it done. I don't know. Like normal games, you're talking about penalties that were called. You're talking about a decision here or there. You're talking about Indiana squib kicking it at the end, with 48 seconds left, which I don't necessarily agree with. We'd be talking about all of that. But this is just such a joyous day. You forget all about the details and you just shout. That's what you do. SJ says, crazy good finish. Who is stepping down when they kept showing review? Kent, you're the best. Well, nice of you to say. Thomas Dildine, you said it. Those players were putting on a show for Signetti. Maybe a few come over next season. They've already gotten one of their commitments to decommit and come to Indiana. We don't argue with winning. IU missing Surratt was noticeable. Absolutely it was. I hope he's back. You don't even need him back for Wisconsin or Purdue, but you do need him back for the Big Ten championship game. You got to get that done. You got to get there, right? And then be as competitive as you can be in that. Being the number one seed in the end-all, be-all, we saw that last year, right? The 5 through 8 seeds made it to the Final Four. You got to be in the top 8. You don't need to be in the top 4 in order to move on. But I really don't think that there's any advantage whatsoever in being 5 through 8 instead of 1 through 4. I think it's good to be 1 through 4. The healthier you can get to play in the Orange Bowl, Rose Bowl, Citrus Bowl, whatever bowl that you got to play in order to get to the Final Four, I'm in. Can we give away one of those hoodies? You give away one of those hoodies. Hell, man. I'm going to celebrate some more. Indiana needs to get healthy for the Big Ten championship game. It's good they got the bye when they do. Like next week against Wisconsin. Do you think, if you're Signetti, do you think about sitting people? That's a good question. That's a reasonable question. Wisconsin is not capable of beating Indiana. They're just not. Toby says Penn State's record is not a reflection of their talent and drive. That's a tough team. Very tough schedule. You're damn right they are. As a true Bama fan, long time, I'm pulling for IU all day. That's awesome, Thomas. I pull for Bama because Kalen DeBoer is a hell of a coach. He was at Indiana as as the offensive coordinator. And then you had the defensive coordinator for Bama. Kane Womack was a defensive coordinator at Indiana and was a great guy and a really good defensive coordinator. So I pull for Alabama because of those two guys. Indiana gets the win. Absolutely awesome day. Let's hope this all continues. Let's hope Indiana gets a win in basketball tomorrow afternoon after the Colts get a win against Marquette up in Chicago. Let's go. Anybody tired of all the winning? I am not, but here's my thing with winning. I don't enjoy winning nearly as much as I hate losing. My mom beat me in bowling yesterday. Honest to God, beat me 164 to 131. I may never get over it. She put together, I came back and I took a lead by a pin after like the 5th or 6th frame. What did Judy Sterling do? Turkey, strike, strike, strike. That's what Judy Sterling did. Can you believe that? A winning windmill. You know where you do this? You go down to Kilroy's and you do that tonight. Maybe I'll do that. My mom's here visiting, but my wife's here. She can keep her company. I'm going down to Kilroy's. We're going to windmill all night long at Kilroy's and drink some of them fruity drinks. Let's go.